no one to signal to. I'm going to move all the way to the wrong side of the road so that we can see past the parked van. Where there's a van, there could be a man. Currently no one about to see, apart from a cat on the left. And at the end of the road we're going to turn left. There's parked cars opposite. Driveways on both sides of the road. Currently no one to signal to, but expecting to potentially see traffic here. So being prepared to signal. Brakes to slow. Considering first gear to go. I can see pedestrians to the right, so I'm going to signal. Currently no one behind. I can't see very well as I come out here, so I'm going to come quite slowly. Got a bus stop, so it is a bus route. No one currently behind. Pedestrians on both sides of the road. No one down the left hand side as I move back in. Nobody currently overtaking me or around the vehicle. I'll move out. There is a pedestrian on the left, one opening on the right, and we're coming up towards the crossroads where I'm going to turn right. Parked cars on both sides of the roads and a pedestrian junction on the right hand side, sorry. No cyclists down the left, so just easing back in and looking to turn right at the end. Currently no one to signal to. Slowing it down with the brake and looking to see whether it's clear. Currently looks clear, so selecting first gear. Pedestrian on the left, so giving a quick signal. Looks good, so first and go. Parked cars on the right and junctions on the left. Speed humps as we're coming over them. One vehicle quite far distance behind. One parked car on the right and the left. No one currently overtaking me, so looking to favour the right hand side of the road. I'm in through the speed humps as we come through here, looking to turn left at the crossroads. Nobody currently coming down the left hand side of the vehicle, so give way and selecting first gear, ready to go. Can't see very much, it is closed junction currently, but it's opening up nicely. It looks to be good, no one oncoming opposite, and pulling out nice and gentle there, no one to signal to. Parked cars on the right junction on the left hand side. Coming through with caution for pedestrians crossing between the cars, potentially. One vehicle parked on the left, and another couple more. Junction on the right, nobody overtaking me, moving out gently. Pedestrians about as we come past the shops. Junction on the left hand side, looking to turn right at the end of the road. Currently there's a car behind me, but it's parked up. It's just pulled away, so I'm going to give a signal to advise I'm going to be turning right, holding the left position so people can come past the parked vehicle on the right, and then pulling back to the right, no one overtaking me. Difficult to see here, but I've selected first, ready to go. It looks good, so I'm going to continue. Bus stop on the left, so again it's a bus route. Brow the hill, junction on the right hand side. The car has pulled out to the left behind me. Junction on the left, no one coming out. Parked car on both sides of the road. Junction on the right, happy with what's the norm behind me. No one coming out of any of the junctions currently. Looking to turn left at the very end of the road, but there is a junction just before. I can see a roundabout sign. The traffic's free flowing on the main road here. It also tells me that the speed camera's ahead and it's a left turn only. Onto a dual carriageway. Looking to turn left, currently no one to signal to. Crossroads look good as we come through them. Looks good as we come through onto the dual carriageway. Changing to a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit coming out over 30. Looking to continue the foot-road ahead at the roundabout. Currently a few cars around here. Looks good on the roundabout, so I'm going to enter that now. No one coming down the left on cyclists. Checking it is clear ahead. One car approaching from the left. She has seen me. Just warning them that I'm going to be coming out. The speed cameras, currently no waiting at any time. Difficult to see around the corner. Now I can see, but there is a heavy vehicle on the left. So currently no one overtaking me. I have got an escape route to the right if I need it. Tells me I'm on the A34 and it gives me directions and distances there. It reminds me it's a 60 with speed cameras. Difficult to see so main beam, but back off again for oncoming traffic on the other side of the dual carriageway. One vehicle overtaking me currently. So looks like an Audi, so I'm just going to back off to let him come past. Just anticipating him to move in front of me, so I'm not picking up the speed as yet, maintaining it. Brow of the hill. Moving slightly more towards the centre of the road to give me a better view down the left-hand bend. Currently no one overtaking me, but one vehicle relatively close behind. We've got a parking area on the left-hand side approaching. We've got trees in the middle with a central reservation for the dual carriageway. Brow of the hill. Currently two cars behind me, one in the far distance, one very close behind. He's going to overtake me now, so I'm just going to allow him to come past by backing off slightly. And the car in the very far distance has now disappeared. There's one car ahead turning left, I'm happy with him. And the road bends round to the right. Just looking down the hedgerow to the left, I'm happy with that. One oncoming car with the fog lights on. It looks like some houses on the left and the bin out, so just considering if anyone's coming out of the driveways. We've got a parking area on the left hand side, another driveway on the left hand side. We've also got no current U-turns allowed. We've got one oncoming vehicle from behind. He's got his fog lights on too. He's approaching relatively quickly, so anticipating him overtaking me. Junction on the right hand side, houses on the left, and there's still no U-turns here. There's also a house on the left, holding the position towards the centre of the road so I can see, but not over the white line. Brow of the hill with speed camera, so there could have been a problem here previously. Looking out for the no entry sign to the right. Bus stop on the left with a turning on the left with also a tanker. Looks like it's at the farm. Got a children crossing sign here, and also reminds me it's a 60. It now currently goes down the hill after the brow. Got a reminder of no waiting any time. Vehicle behind is catching up slowly. Couple of oncoming traffic here, and we've got a lay-by or something coming up on the left-hand side. The sign fallen. Again, maintaining a position for the best view. I've got a very slight left-hander head, so holding the position more towards the centre of the road. Holding my speed around about the 60 mph mark for the speed limit, as it's safe to do so. House on the left, no one coming out. More junctions on the right as well, but there's still no U-turns allowed. More driveways on the left hand side, just keeping an eye out for anybody coming out looking through the hedgerow. Currently at the 60 mph limit. Got a parking area coming up on the left. I have got an escape route if I need it, but closing car behind. Bending to the left, difficult to see, so I'm keeping an eye on my mirror and just backing off with the speed slightly and holding position towards the left now for the right hander. Current end of U-turn, so looking out for people doing U-turns here. Got an amber sign telling me there's a crossroads ahead. Houses on the left as well, and lots of driveways on the left, so just keeping an eye out. As we've got a left turn, so I'm just moving up towards the centre of the road slightly. Currently no one overtaking me. Just having a look at the crossroads with slow signs written on the road. I'm happy that the crossroad's clear. Again, the vehicle approaching behind it is closing slowly. Keeping a fairly safe distance currently. We've also got a turning for the fire headquarters on the left hand side and junctions on the right and the left. It's going to be moving back towards the curb slightly and just having a look down the hedgerow for the fireplace on the left hand side and moving back towards the left for the right hander, so we got a better view. A couple of slower movers ahead, and we've got a right turn junction with an amber sign, so there could be people coming from the middle of the road. I've also got a roundabout sign here, so starting to back off for the roundabout sign. No point accelerating towards a house until we know it's definitely clear. Warning to the person behind with brake lights, as we've got brake lights from the vehicle ahead, and holding a position for the best view down the road. Right hand lane might be a quicker route, but currently making a decision and thinking about the vehicle behind that's closely following. Again, thinking about the lane markings here, we've got skid marks on the road. It's changing to a 40 limit, so there was no point overtaking the vehicles ahead. Looking down the hedgerow to the right for anything approaching from the right on the roundabout. It looks to be clear to go, so I'm grabbing my gear now, I've got my speed down. Looking to see if it's safe. One car coming towards me, but I'm happy that there's a gap. And just exiting the roundabout with a signal. There's a car coming from the left and a van from behind. He's quite closely following behind, so anticipating an overtake from him. He could overtake and then move back in, so just clearing a gap in front of me for him to do that. And there's also another vehicle behind. We've got slow moving vehicles in front of us here. One of them just swaying around in the road, so he may be looking either to overtake or perhaps distracted with the phone or something. One lay-by with a junction on the left hand side. We've got pedestrian crossing ahead. Got brake lights in the vehicle ahead as well, so I'm potentially looking to do an overtake past these vehicles, so I'm just warning the people behind now. No one in the blind spot, just moving across nice and steadily, obviously happy with the pedestrian crossing. Another set of traffic lights ahead. They're currently on green, expecting them to change. One vehicle in the lane, one behind in the far distance. Anticipating a stop here for the lights, so again just backing off the power and considering using the brake. I'm happy that it's clear now. I'm going to make a decision to come through. It will be too late to stop. Using a little bit of accelerator to move past these cars on the left, but within the 40 limit. Roundabout coming up ahead and reduced speed now sign. Happy I've come past them now. I'm going to be checking that it's clear in the left hand lane. One close follower from behind, going to give a signal to say I'm going to move back into the left. Slowly moving in gently. He's also following me from behind back into the left-hand lane. Looking for the roundabout to follow the road ahead. Quite a close follower from behind, and just looking at the road markings, middle lane to follow the road ahead. So just using the brake light signal to warn him, because there's currently a couple of cars on the roundabout. Just anticipating it to be clear shortly, so I'm going to take the gap now. It looks to be good, so gear and go. All my mirrors, just checking there's no one currently overtaking in either lane. Signal has been coming out just after the Shell station. Looking out for the exit on the Shell station. I'm happy there's no one coming out currently. No one currently overtaking me, so a little bit of power on. Considering the junction on the left-hand side, taking a slightly central position so that I can see further around the left-hand bend, and a change of speed limit back to the 50. So I'm just checking it's clear around me before I'm putting the speed back on, checking and looking ahead. It says the road narrows ahead. Also, we're at the 50 limit now, some junctions on the left with the speed camera. Road narrows and it reminds me of the 50 junction on the left. Double staggered crossroads ahead as well. Just looking at the junction on the left, I'm happy with that currently. Got an escape route to the right if I need it. Currently holding the speed limits. I'm holding a slight position towards the left for the right-hander, pub on the left. Staggered crossroads as well. One car turning left, possibly one car turning right, not quite sure yet. There's two cars behind in the far distance. One car oncoming currently, possible people coming out from the junction on the left from the pub. I'm happy with that. Currently the green lights on the traffic lights ahead, they could change on me, so just considering that. I'm also moving my position for the best view, slightly towards the centre of the road for the left-hand bend, just after the lights. Anticipating a stop, so quick warning to the person behind with the brake lights, getting my gear ready to come through, making a decision to come through high grip surface. I'm happy with that now. Got 3-2-1 towards a double roundabout system here. So I'm looking to follow the road ahead on all roundabouts. We've got a petrol station to the right. Happy with the garage on the left. Vehicle behind, just getting a little bit closer now for comfort, considering what's happening on the junction. Looks to be good, so selecting the gear to go, checking the taxi's going to turn off. I'm happy with him. Going to warn the person behind I'm exiting the roundabout and the oncoming traffic coming towards me. I'm happy with them, considering the signal. I'm happy with it's clear on the next one too. And taking the exit, looking in my mirrors, checking there's no one overtaking me, taking a position towards the centre of the road to see around the bend a little bit further. Back towards the curb slightly so I can see further around the right hand bend. Tells me there's a roundabout coming up ahead as well. So I'm going to consider starting to get my speed for that, taking a position more towards the centre of the road for the best view. Considering the junction on the right that's coming up, one car in the lane 2 behind, so he may want to overtake me. Just giving him a bit of room as he comes past. Got an oval shaped roundabout ahead, so it's a gyratory system. We've also got parking in 1 mile ahead as well. We're following the road ahead, taking exit 2, junction on the right, no one currently there. Pub on the right, I'm happy with that. Sharp deviation of route to the left. Can't quite see round this corner, so I'm just going to look over, under and through the hedges. One car coming round the roundabout. I'm just going to see where he goes before he makes a decision. He is coming this way. No, he isn't, so I'm checking it's clear again. Happy with that. No cyclist down the left. Moving on to the roundabout. Taking the second exit, so it's the one just after this one. Checking out the pub in the middle of the roundabout. I'm going to signal off because there was one vehicle behind me. Signalling off. I've got potential for parking area coming up on the left as suggested. Deer's ahead as well. Changes to a 60. One vehicle behind is keeping a safe distance currently, positioning for the best view. No one overtaking me currently. Again, a reminder of where we're heading for there on the sign. And we can see clearly ahead now the brow has gone. And one vehicle doing a U-turn ahead, so I'm just going to warn the person behind with a quick brake light signal, anticipating a potential move out towards the lane 2 here. I'm happy there's no one currently overtaking me, but I'm currently happy in at the speed limit in the left-hand lane. A few driveways and junctions on the left-hand side, bend to the left. So my position is to get the best view round the corner, more towards the centre of the road, but not over the line or near it too much. Considering there could be something on the left here, can't quite see around it, so I'm just going to see what's happening ahead. The lay-by on the left, I'm happy with that. One vehicle behind at a safe distance, one vehicle in front, again at a safe distance. Speed camera, currently no waiting at any time, but